Today I will show you how to intersect cubes in perspective. I will start this sketch in graphite pencil. Later on, we may use colors. At the end, I'll give you a bonus, so you don't want to miss. So stay with me till the end. When drawing in perspective, artists often face difficulties with intersecting objects. This time, I will draw two intersecting cubes. I am drawing a cuboid in two-point perspective. A cuboid is similar to a cube, with only rectangular sides. A cube would have all sides as squares. I draw this object from imagination. It is not perfect, but it gives an idea of a cuboid. It would be good to make sides a bit more converging, but I won't erase and redraw to save your time. In the Drawing Academy, you will find a video on how to draw perfect cubes. Now, let's draw another cuboid that intersects the first one. I will start with its footprint. There are some special techniques you may use to build perfect two-point perspective. Because the topic of this webinar is different, we won't concentrate on these methods today. But if you want to see such presentation, please send me an email with your feedback and I'll make another webinar dedicated to that topic. This cuboid is also depicted in two-point perspective, but because it is rotated, its vanishing points on the horizon will not coincide with vanishing points on the first object. To answer your question about the horizon and vanishing points, you don't have to draw them, especially when they are beyond the drawing area. How do I know where these points are? Actually, I don't, but I do know what angles of lines should be for this cuboid to look believable. As you may see from two footprints of these cuboids, they overlap each other quite a bit, so these cuboids will intersect on all four sides. To color code each cuboid, I will mark their edges in blue and red pencils. The first cuboid will be in blue. Now, let's do the second one in red. Using colors is not required. I'm doing it just for you to see more clearly each cuboid because there are so many lines, both visible and invisible here. I will remind you that one of the most important rules of constructive drawing is depicting objects as if they were transparent, as you could see through them. To learn rules of constructive drawing, you may enroll in the Drawing Academy course at a discount on this page. Now, at the ground level, footprints of blue and red cuboids are crossing each other in multiple points. Here is the dot where blue line crosses the red one. This cross point is visible. Here's another visible cross point where two lines cross each other. And another one that is also visible. These three dots are only visible cross points on the ground level. There are other cross points, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 that are not visible. So in this case, there are 8 cross points of cuboids' footprints in total, both visible and invisible. Because two cuboids have strictly vertical sides, cross lines will be vertical as well. This line goes from the ground up to the top edge of the blue cuboid. The same happens with another intersection line. This line is also visible. And the third intersection line also spans from the ground to the top plane of the blue cuboid. This line is also visible from this point of view. These two dots lie on the same top plane of the blue cuboid. That is why we can connect these dots with one line. You may see that this line is parallel to side edges of the cuboid marked in red. In drawing, these three lines are not strictly parallel, but converging to the same vanishing point on the horizon, far beyond the drawing area. There is one more visible cross point. To find where it connects to, we need to draw another vertical line from the ground up. This line reaches the top plane of the blue cuboid. These two dots are on the same top plane marked in blue. Now we can connect these dots with one line. You may see that this line is also parallel to the red cuboid's side edges in length. In drawing, these lines will go towards the second vanishing point on the horizon. This vanishing point is also far beyond the drawing area. To emphasize the construction of these intersecting cuboids, I will shade their planes in colored pencils. The side plane of the blue cuboid continues after red cuboid's edge. I use the same direction of pencil strokes for the same plane. To stress the top edge, I can add cross-hatching here. Another side plane of the blue cuboid is also shaded. This time I apply hatching at a different angle. It is easier to make a fast, long strokes by using the candle grip. The same direction of hatching continues after red cuboid's edge. I will stress edges of the top plane in blue, most of which is inside the red cuboid. There are only 3 triangular corners visible from this point of view. Now I will shade red cuboid's side in vertical pencil strokes. The front side of the red cuboid is also hatched in red pencil. I will do it with a candle grip. Here we go. With color-coded sides, it is easier to see where one cuboid ends and the other begins. The top plane of the red cuboid is the only side that is not intersected. Understanding of intersection greatly helps when drawing simple and more complex objects like this classic capital, for example. In the Drawing Academy, students often ask me about how to use intersection in drawing. As the tutor of this academy, I give constructive critiques and answer students' questions. For example, here is one article where I explain how to improve a still life artwork. Quite often, rules of constructive drawing are used to make sure that objects in still life are not intersecting. I also provide an example of my sketches to demonstrate how it should be done. In the Drawing Academy, you can not only get feedback on your artwork, but also ask any art-related questions you may have. You may check our students' artwork in this online gallery. The Drawing Academy curriculum consists of 45 video lessons that cover all important topics about drawing you must know. Video lessons explain drawing materials and how to use them, how to draw in perspective, how to use constructive drawing principles, how to measure and use proportions. The drawing lessons also cover anatomy for artists, proportions of a human body, such topics as how to draw portraits and figures, and many others. As our student, you'll rely on personal support from the Academy tutors. This support is unlimited and comes at no extra charge for life. Here is the page where you can enroll in the drawing course at a discount. You won't find the same deal at any contemporary art college anywhere in the world. If you want to get strong skills of constructive drawing, you may enroll in the course on this page. This is a special discounted offer for you as the attendee of this webinar. See you when you enroll.